Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Jennifer from Sundragon Paper and Lace, and today I would like to continue finishing up this little mini journal from these little leftovers from my last project. So on my last video I was talking about this morning hair that I wanted to show you, this piece. If you don't know what morning hair is, it's from the late 1800s or early 1900s, around the Victorian era. And what they did is they would take clippings off of their deceased loved one of their hair, and they would weave like a flower-like design, put them on a picture frame, or sometimes they would even make jewelry out of this, so as a memento or remembrance of your loved one. And I found a piece when I went to an estate sale, and I'll love to show you as soon as I'm done with this, which it's not going to take very long. What I want to do is maybe just glue this on here, and then add a pocket here, a pocket here, and a little decor, and then we'll be done with it. So yeah, it's really interesting what they used to do in the Victorian era. They did a lot of strange things, I think, back then, in the late 1800s, or just the even earlier. And I think it might, and I'm not sure why some of these this thinking came about. It would be really nice to know what prompted somebody to do something like that and what started it. But it was an art form, or considered an art form. And me personally, when I bought this piece, it's really quite interesting, and it's pretty, but it's kind of creepy at the same time. You know what I mean? Let me make this. Just want to make sure that it's straight. But I just kind of wanted to come on here and finish this up, and start on my next project, and have you craft along in my next project. There's so many things going on right now. Like there's the 100-day project, and then there's a March daily, or March Daily Madness type of a thing too. And I have a hard time with joining in on those type of challenges, because one, I don't want to make a commitment to something that I don't think that I will that I'll be able to make that commitment. So maybe someday, but not right now, while I am working full-time and all that stuff that gets in the way of my crafting. All right, what was I gonna do next? I'm gonna make maybe put a pocket here and a scrappy-doo here. That's what I was gonna do. So how's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing okay. thank you so much for joining me today. And I want to thank all the new subscribers as well. And the people that have been following me, that have been with me from the beginning. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate everybody's kindness. And yeah, life has just been, these days, between social media and you know, people tired of how things are going, the pandemic. I just feel like there's just so much angst out there these days that it's nice to have an outlet like this. And we're really, really fortunate that we have such a thing, to where we can be able to communicate with each other and share each other's vision with creativity. And yeah, it'd be nice to know who exactly came up with junk journaling. I do know that it is an old thing. It started in the Victorian era. I know that people, especially women, like to collect and collect things and make put them in books, journals, writing journals. And but of course back then it wasn't called junk journaling like it is now. This is pretty. I think I put this on the top like that, isn't it? That looks really nice. I just love ledger paper, old ledger paper like that. Let's see. Couple more. Ooh, this one. Interesting thing about mourning here. Interesting about death in general. And you know, it depends on the culture, because like I'm a Filipino, and the Filipinos, they don't shelter their children from funerals or death or anything like that. They figure it's just a part of life. And when a loved one passes away, there's closure, and it doesn't matter how old you are, you're attending the funeral, because it's Grandpa so-and-so or Tata so-and-so or Lola so-and-so, and you got to pay your respects. So I can understand how people back in the Victorian era, especially during that time when there was a lot of superstition. Oh, this is pretty right here. They would do something like that, weave hair from, you know, from a loved one that passed away. So when I show you this piece, it's in a plastic cover, plastic envelope. I am kind of creeped out, I have to say, a little bit. And I want to make sure that I do show it to you in such a way that you can appreciate it. Because when I take it out of the cellophane bag, it's going to freak me out. It's going to freak me out a little bit. But I couldn't help but buy it. I couldn't help it. It's just one of those things. It's like a natural curiosity and fascination of how people thought back then and what they did back then. And so there you go. That's my reasoning for buying this. Let's see. So I was going to put a pocket here, or maybe a pocket this way and a pocket this way. But that looks, doesn't that look pretty? Oh gosh, I hope I wasn't off camera that whole time. Ugh, I am so sorry if I am, but yeah, so pocket here. What shall I make a pocket out of? I want something sturdy so that maybe something. Oh, how about, no, that's not sturdy. I've got these wonderful, beautiful papers, old papers from books and stuff, but that's not strong enough, I don't think, to make a pocket. Oh, I'm forgetting about lace. How can I forget about lace? Isn't that silly? Why would I forget about lace? Here's this. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love that. Yes. Of course, you have to be careful with what you stick in there because it's going to get caught up against okay, so I know where to cut. I think I'm going to cut right here. I really shouldn't be cutting with these scissors because I don't think they're fabric scissors. Okay. Right there. I didn't want to make this lace go all the way to the edge of the journal because then it would be really hard to close it, fold it over. I do want it hanging out a little bit. Okay, let's see if that's going to stick because there's a lot of space in this lace. I just want to make sure it grabs onto the glue. Yeah, that closes real good. Okay. Oh my gosh, am I off camera again? I'm gonna have to. All right. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Oh, and I was gonna put something here. I know what to do. Do this, and I'm gonna crinkle it up like that. But then it'll be hard to close. No, it won't. It'll be all right. Let's try it. Let's try it and see. So spread. This is Fabri-Tac, by the way. Wonderful glue. Perfect for fabric. fabric and paper is just perfect for it. Or fabric to paper, paper to fabric. I don't know how Pam from the Paper Outpost, she says it so fast. Okay. Yeah, and then we have an instant, kind of an instant ruffle here. This is how you get an instant ruffle without sewing it. Although it is fun to sew it. This is impromptu when you don't have a plan, which is like 90% of the time for me when I make a journal, it's on the fly. Okay. Okay. And then one pocket here, right? Is that what I said? That. And one pocket here. So one pocket, should I do a pocket here like this? No. It does look pretty there, right there, doesn't it? But maybe it should be just a thin one. Maybe this way. Yeah. Maybe just, I don't want to cut this. This is pretty. So what I'm going to do is gonna just cut this. Again, I shouldn't be using these scissors because I heard that when you use scissors that are made for fabric, in fact, I don't know exactly what these scissors are made for. It's probably just for thread. It's like an embroidery. But they say if you switch from paper to fabric, you ruin your scissors, or vice versa. The scissors get ruined. And I don't know. I haven't experienced that. But, you know, maybe I don't do enough cutting. I do more ripping and tearing. And I rarely use my scissors. So should I? Maybe what I'll do is do it like this. And then just make it like a belly band type of a thing. Just glue top to bottom. And that way it won't be so, when you put things in, you're not going to mess with the spine by bending it. I don't know if I explained that properly. Okay. And by the way, my videos are not tutorials. I would call this like a craft along, a craft with me, or even just a process video. Something, it's my own process and how I do things. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right way, or that you should do it this way, or it's just to share, to have a commonality with people who love junk journaling and especially love paper. There. So I'm just going to put like a tag in there, but that'll be for another time because I'm going to show you that morning hair piece. There's for a tag, there's a Scrappy-Doo here, and then there's a decor there. And then that. And then I'll wrap it around in ribbon or something like that. Okay, are you guys ready? Ready for this morning hair? Let me clean up my hands first. I don't want dead hair stuck to my fingers. Oh my God, that's just creepy. Okay, here we go. it's really pretty and quite interesting, but I didn't, because this is in a plastic wrap, I'm sure there's a lot of glare that you're seeing right now, but so I'm going to take it out for the sake of this video, and it's freaking me out. There it is. And it is kind of, it is freaking me out. But look at how it has the weave and the intricity you know what I mean. The detail of it, how intricate it is. But yeah, and I don't know what it looks like wire. Maybe they weaved it around. I don't know, but I got to put it away because it's kind of creeping me out. And you guys, thank you so much for being patient and watching my video. And there you have it. Until the next time, talk to you later. Bye-bye.